Hello there, healers, and welcome to Start Massage Biz, your online resource for creating a massage or bodywork business of your dreams. My name is Jaden Rose. I am a massage therapist and Reiki master and the CEO and founder of Start Massage Biz. Today, we're going to talk about what to do with consistently late clients. We have all been there before, am I right? We have all had clients who are consistently late, like every time 3 to 5, 10 minutes late, right? So this usually kind of causes a problem because number one, sometimes we feel disrespected as the practitioner that, this person is not respecting our time. Or we are worried that the client is actually not getting all of the time that was designated to them. And even though it's not our fault, we kind of feel like we're cheating them a little bit, right? Or maybe that client's like, oh, hey, I was only got 50 minutes. Can I get a discount? Because instead of having you charge 60, that really has happened to me, but it has happened. And then the other one is that you don't want to have to go over time and then feel rushed when you get to the next client. So, am I right? These are all the problems that arise when someone is consistently late. So, my first tip for you is to, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? That old saying is very true here. If you can try to prevent new clients from being late in the first place, that's very helpful. So there are several different ways that you could do this. One is during your booking process. If you only talk to people on the phone, make sure that this is a part of the script that you give to them. Especially like right after I usually book the appointment, that's when I say, and please make sure that you're 5 minutes early or 10 minutes early if they're a new client and they're filling out paperwork. But even if someone who is a regular client and talks to you over the phone when they book, I always say the same thing over and over and over again, be 5 minutes early. The second thing is if you are also like me and you take online bookings through some sort of appointment scheduling software on your website, then make sure that that is part of the script as well. And I also on my website like to have sort of a policies area where I mentioned my late and cancellation policies. So not only are we talking about if someone completely cancels, but even if they are just late, what are the policies around the time that they receive and the payment that they need to give? So the next thing is, what do you do in the moment when people are late? So I like to make sure, the first 1 or 2 times I maybe like kind of sweep it under the rug, especially if they're apologetic and say, oh, traffic or oh, whatever, reason that there is. But if you notice that they're just consistently late each time, I actually might try to talk to them about it. Say, hey, I noticed that you're usually 5 minutes late. Is there some way that I can help you? For instance, I've had moms who, just, always have a certain pickup time with their kids, or particularly people who are just getting off work at 5. They might not be able to make that 5:15 every time. And maybe you're just going to have to create a time slot that's at 5:30 instead, so people could be early, but at least people are not always late, and creating that feeling of anxiety for both you and your client. So sometimes you're the one who has to have maybe a little flexibility around, like, let's see if we can find a time slot that actually does work better for you. Or maybe I'm the one who's going to have to move my time slot back. Usually, as a massage therapist, when I was first starting out, I had a lot of flexibility. But as I had more clients and I started having a wait list, like my time had to be a little bit more calculated in exactly when I saw clients, because I needed to make sure that I could fit in as many people as I could in a day and therefore get as much profit as possible out of each day that I was working. So sometimes you might need to be like, hey, well, let's see if we could find another time where you could be on time each time, right? So a lot of times people need this sort of coaching a little bit. They feel really embarrassed because they're late. And, if you're the first one who takes the first step and kind of asks, like, how can I assist you in being on time? Like, they're very grateful, I found. So that's the next thing that I would suggest, is that you just talk to your client like a regular person and ask how you can help them be on time. My final little note that I want to make about this is sometimes lateness and promptness are a part of cultural attitudes, right? So there are certain countries in the world where you have a siesta every day, and people are usually have a more relaxed attitude about time, like specifically in the United States. Hawaii specifically, you might be on aloha time, and I've had friends of mine who are from Hawaii who are very often on aloha time, so there are some people where lateness is not a big deal in their culture, and so when they are late, they don't think that it's disrespectful in any sort of way, and they really do not mean any harm by it. And then there are other cultures where if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late, right? So they might feel really disrespected if you're not ready for them 5 minutes early. If they can't get into the room and on the table and they're naked 5 minutes early, like, it's not that they're trying to get out more of a service than they paid for, but it's truly more of like a cultural thing where that's something that is expected in their culture, and that's how they're being respectful of you. And so it's time issues could be really tricky in that way, because you may feel disrespected, but the person who's doing that is not meaning any disrespect. So I really highly encourage you to take any actions of lateness as sort of with a grain of salt and not feel personally triggered by them. But just if you want to make sure that you are fully booked in your schedule, that you might need to step up and ask that person, how can I assist you to help me so I'm seeing as many people as possible and so I don't feel rushed, right? So it's really important to don't take anything personally, but on a professional level, just, inquire, like, how can I assist you in being on time for your service so that you receive the maximum benefit from the service? Okay, so that's all you have to do. Keep a really positive attitude, but even when your clients are really late. So I hope this little talk really helped you. One, there are ways that you could try to prevent people from being late in the first place. Two, when people are consistently late, feel free to talk to them about it and see if there's a way that they can assist them in being on time. And three, don't take it personal if they are late. It's probably not about you or your business or meaning in any disrespect in any way. So I hope this really helps. Please, again, check out my website at startmassagebiz.com. My name is Jaden Rose. I am a massage therapist and Reiki master and the CEO and founder of Start Massage Biz, and I look forward to working with you.